Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is ALA and welcome back to yet another video here on the channel. In today's video, guys, we have even more major zombies leaks to talk about, including the number of zombies maps that we'll be getting, perks, no DLC 5, Pack-a-Punch, and even more, all of which we'll talk about in just a minute. But before we go ahead and talk about all of that, make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you're new for more videos just like this one. Check out the new story mode feature that I've been using recently to see behind the scenes memes and more. And thank you for all of the support that we've gotten on all these zombies videos recently. I love being back and a part of the zombies community, and to see all the support really motivates me and makes me want to make even more content for you guys. Without any more ado, let's go ahead and get into the first topic. Now, I want to go ahead and say, before we actually get into the first topic, who is leaking all of this stuff. Now, this is the dude that leaked the confirmed gameplay images that we got a couple days ago that I talked about in my video about 2 days ago. This source is legit and all this information is actually legit. With that out of the way, let's actually go ahead and talk about the first leak, which is the perks that we'll be getting within this game. Now, Nickos tweeted out Cold War Zombies leaks. This comes from the guy who posted the images, and then he said Cherry, Deadshot, Speed, Stamina Up, Quick Revive, and Jug are all in Cold War. And then he also said Zombie Chronicles 2 and factions are not going to be a thing, Widow's Wine isn't in the game, Juggernaut is different, and he thinks Zombies looks good, don't worry. And then he followed that up and said Double Tap is still repacking your gun, but instead of 4 times it is now 3. Pack-a-Punch is crafted in Cold War. He thinks 4 out of 5 maps are being worked on, 2 maps at launch, Vietnam and Die Machine. Teddy Bear is replaced with a bunny/rabbit. Now, in terms of the perks, I'm actually pretty happy that we're getting all of the perks that we are getting. The only thing that I'm kind of sad about is the fact that we won't be getting Widow's Wine, but honestly, if we get some new perks to maybe replace it, that would be completely fine with me. I'm glad that Electric Cherry is coming back. Deadshot, I don't really care that much about. Speed is definitely something that I like to run. Stamina Up, you know, it's there as well. Quick Revive, obviously, it wouldn't be zombies without Quick Revive. Jug, thank God Jug is back. I mean, we already kind of knew that Jug was going to be coming back, but I mean, this just gives us that extra confirmation that I feel like a lot of people needed, because a lot of people were still skeptical for some reason that Jug wouldn't be coming back, which doesn't really make sense to me, because as I've talked about in previous videos, and I thought I'd mention real quick right here, we literally heard the jingle in the like little in segment of the multiplayer reveal, which teased zombies. I don't know why people are still worried that Jug isn't coming back, but you have nothing to worry about now. It's confirmed, it is coming back. And then, of course, Widow's Wine isn't going to be in the game, which, you know, that's kind of sad. But he also said Juggernaut is different, which I don't really know how that's going to work. Hopefully, it's not too different, you know? Like, they would want to keep it as similar as possible, because that's what people are used to, and that's what people are expecting. And if they change it up a lot, that's going to piss off the community. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. If they change it a ton, it's going to piss everyone off. It'll even piss me off, and it takes a lot to piss me off in terms of zombies. Like, you have to have an absolute dog shit map in order to piss me off. If it's only like slight changes, like go back to like Black Ops 2 Juggernaut or Black Ops 1 Juggernaut instead of like the 4-hit system that it was in Black Ops 3, I wouldn't be that disappointed. If I was Treyarch, I would have just kept it as close as possible to Black Ops 3, since that's what the majority of the community is used to, and that's what everybody wants. And I mean, these are generally the same perks that we've seen in previous games. So the only thing that's different is Electric Cherry coming back, but like it was in Black Ops 3 anyways if you just use the Wonder Fizz. So like it's not that big of a deal. I am excited though. That basically confirms the fact that the perk that we saw in the gameplay image was Deadshot. I saw a lot of comments on that video being like, can confirm it's Deadshot. Thank you guys for confirming that for me. It was just a little bit hard to tell because, well, the gameplay image wasn't the best. I also saw a lot of people saying that the perks, even though they might be the same, will probably look different, and this is something that I also brought up in that video talking about the gameplay images. I do think that they'll probably change up some of the designs of the perks, apart from Juggernaut, because, you know, you can't really change Juggernaut, even though I guess that's what they're doing. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that they'll probably do something similar to what they did in Black Ops 4, but just visually, not like make it so you can change where the perks are, because that's stupid. Just something like the designs that they did for Black Ops 4, where it felt more like a vending machine in a sense than just a single perk machine. I don't really know. Hopefully it's not too big of a change, because I kind of like the way that the perks used to look, and Black Ops 4 just it didn't feel that good. The perks didn't look that nice. In Chaos they looked awesome, but in Ether, it wasn't it, chief. Now, one theory that I saw over on Twitter by, I forgot who, it was saying because we're in the dark ether, the perks might look different but still have the exact same meaning. And I mean, as long as it's not too different, you know, like maybe make it a little bit grittier, maybe a little bit darker for the perk machines. I would love to see something like that. Like, that would look really cool. Something like, you know how what they did in Shadows of Evil, where like I feel like the perk machines were brighter in a sense. If they do something like that, I'll be completely fine with it, as long as it just fits the theme of the maps and not just, you know, kind of boring like what Black Ops 4 did. Now, the only thing I can really think of Juggernaut being different, and I know this video is kind of like just a mess of me just like jumping between topics, is that like it may be similar to the shield system in World War II, because, you know, we do know Sledgehammer did have an impact on the game. Hopefully it's not that big is what I've said in the past, but if they really change Juggernaut, like if Juggernaut is different like this leak is saying, and I mean, he is credible, so I don't imagine him being wrong. The only thing I could really think Juggernaut being different is the shield system in World War II. Hopefully that isn't the case, but if it is, at least it's not the most insane change, and at least it's something that the majority of people kind of liked in World War II Zombies, was the shield system. So maybe we'll be able to get used to it. Maybe people just will stop using Jug, but I doubt it. Now let's talk about the maps, because at launch we're going to have two, which is the Vietnam map, which we don't know the name of yet, and Die Machine, which is going to be like the Noct remake, but in the dark ether. It'll be pretty sick because these are like two completely different areas, a Russian bunker, a Nazi bunker, and then Vietnam. I can't wait. This is going to be a really fun two maps to play for the launch of this game. Hopefully there is a lot of content to do within these maps though, because the last time we got two maps was, actually no, it was Black Ops 3, and that was amazing. For some reason I'm worried that because there's only two maps, I feel like the content at launch may be a little bit like hectic at first, but then just die down slowly over time, which is what normally happens. However, the thing about Black Ops 4 was that we had so much content at the start, it kind of split the community. So at least we won't be splitting the community too much here, and that gives me something to look forward to, because as long as the community is together, we should be good. The one thing that I've seen over on Twitter is that there's a chance that these two maps, the Vietnam map and Die Machine, may not be taking place in the same story, because I mean, they are two completely different locations. And I mean, I think what it's going to be is something like it happens in the same multiverse as we talked about in yesterday's video, but with two different crews. Something like, I guess you could say, the Shadows of Evil crew and then the Giant crew, but more like the campaign crew maybe for the Vietnam map, because that kind of fits the Cold War theme. And then the I can't really say Ether crew because we know we're not getting them, but some other crew for the Die Machine map. I don't know, it'll be interesting. I can't wait to get more information on that, because I definitely need to make another video updating and letting you guys know if we find anything else. Now, another part of the leak was that 4 to 5 maps were being worked on and that there was no DLC 5, which is a little bit disappointing. I mean, 4 to 5 maps, that's the normal DLC cycle. We'll get a DLC like every 2 or 3 months, I assume, is what they've done in the past at least. And then 5 maps though, like, wouldn't that be DLC 5 in a sense? We'd have 4 to 5 maps, so does that count as the 2 starting maps? I don't know if the two starting maps are included in that. I would assume it would be, say the 2 starting maps are included, that's those already done being worked on, and then DLC 1, DLC 2, and DLC 3. What about DLC 4? I don't know. It'll be interesting. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think the 4 to 5 maps being worked on don't include the 2 launch maps. So it would be DLC 1, DLC 2, DLC 3, DLC 4, and then possibly DLC 5, but he also said that there was gonna be no DLC 5, so I don't know how that works. Something to look forward to in the future, I guess. The only thing I see with the other theory that I was thinking, where the launch maps are included, is that because DLC is now free for Black Ops Cold War, they would only work on 2 DLC maps or 3 DLC maps, because they have like no real incentive to make DLC maps, because, well, they're not going to be making a buck off of it. And the problem with that is that would basically be killing zombies. What the fuck is wrong with them if they only work on 2 maps or 3 maps for the DLC cycle? Maps, I mean, they got replay value, but The problem is it's not the most insane replay value ever. You know, you do an Easter egg once, you know, you'll do it again like 3 or 4 or 5. I don't know, if you're a YouTuber, you're gonna do it a shit ton, but like the casual player, I don't see them doing the Easter eggs for these maps every single day, just over and over, or challenges on these maps every single day. So they're gonna have to find something in order to bring replay value into the maps. Otherwise, the zombies community is gonna die and everyone's gonna move back onto Among Us, you know, and I don't want that. In terms of me, the only thing that I've been doing recently in terms of playing zombies is playing custom maps, because I don't know why I've just been having so much freaking fun playing custom maps recently with Ryan, just by myself in general for gameplay for these videos. I don't know, custom maps are super fun. Obviously we're not going to be getting custom maps in Black Ops Cold War, that would be unrealistic, but just something for replay value is all I'm saying. Now the final thing that I wanted to talk about is Pack-a-Punch, because he said Pack-a-Punch is going to be craftable, which is something similar to what we saw in, like, I guess Transit, you could say. So I guess that pushes even more towards the Transit remake coming in the future. I don't really know exactly what he means by craftable Pack-a-Punch. It could also be something like we saw in Dead of the Night, where you like craft silver bullets and it makes your gun more powerful. Hopefully it's not like that. I would just rather have something. I don't really want to say I want to craft Pack-a-Punch, but like if those were the only two options, I would be leaning more towards crafting Pack-a-Punch than crafting silver bullets and having to put those on. I don't know how they're gonna do it. We'll just have to find out in the future again. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video. If you did enjoy, guys, make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you're new for more videos just like this one. We've been talking about Call of Duty Zombies leaks a lot. I kind of want to make a video talking about the one feature that I think will make Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War fail, but let me know if you guys want to see that in the comment section down below. It's not going to be technically related to zombies, but I don't really want to spoil anything yet, so just let me know if you want to see that video or not. But yeah, check out the new story mode feature that I've been using for behind the scenes memes and more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.